You ought to see the list. It is so many pages long. It is ridiculous. And so it's really scary. And then I think what bothers me the most about this is because, like I said, everything that's happening now was predicted during the back in 2020. It was predicted, and I couldn't see it then because it didn't make sense to me. When I was hearing people saying, well, the lakes and the oceans and all of this is gonna dry up, we're gonna start having water problems, and you be like, how did a whole lake and a whole ocean dry up? We couldn't see these things. They was telling us about medicines was going, all of this stuff, I bull crap you not. I heard this stuff back then, and it is all coming together, just like they said.
Thank you, G Hud. Please hit the like button, guys. Share this video out if you can to let everybody know that we are live. So my renaissance, when it
Yes.
comes to the medicinal herbs, I know you recommend everybody do their own research and all that.
Yeah.
Do you grow more herbs than, say for instance, I know your kitchen herbs.
Uh-huh.
Do you grow other herbs besides the kitchen herbs that's supposed to be like healing herbs and stuff?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Like I said, you have to do your research because I would not have known. I didn't. It looks like when I first, if you are new, you really need to check out my old videos, especially the ones I used to have this little segment the title was, I can't remember what the title was, but anyway, I talked about a different herb every day, and I talked a lot about herbs during these segments. And when you learn about these things, you just want to try them out. But like I said, it's more than just trying them out. It's so much research. And so when I told people about catnip, they were like, catnip?
Yeah.
Catnip, that's not, I said, do your research. People did not believe catnip had medicinal. When I told people to go out there and take the leaves off of their fruit trees because that was medicinal, people was like, I ain't never heard of that before. It is true. You have
That's
to
because
do
people
your
don't want to
research.
read. They don't want to read. G Hud said, stock up on your salt too. So
I
are you
just got
talking
my
about
order
the
yesterday.
Celtic sea salt?
Yeah, and the Redmond. I just got my order of Redmond in yesterday.
Okay. And Queen said, it is written. Hey, Nettle, welcome in, welcome in.
Hey, Nana, welcome in. I've been
No,
stocking up on medicines for some of our family members. Yeah, and you have to stock up after you do your research, which is how I actually got into this and what I do now. Because the medicines that I am on now, I have been trying to find if I cannot, not that I want to take this medicine, but like I said, it's life-saving medicine. But if I cannot find it, that's what I am doing now. I am trying to get those herbs. And see, I will not take them now
hey, Miss
because
Kelsey.
I cannot take them with the medication. But in the
Okay.
event that I cannot get my medication, and herbs is not going to work as fast and as it's not going to be the same. It's going to take a little slower. It's going to have to be in your system a little longer, even though some medications do as well. But you may be doing these herbs and be thinking, oh, this is not really working. I'm feeling worse and worse. And it may be working. It's just going to take time. But yeah, I have actually, and I've done other people like that. They're like, well, I'm on this medicine. I'm on this medicine. Can you tell me, what would you suggest? And I send them the information. I don't suggest it to them. I say, well, here, read this herb, read this herb, read this herb, and then you decide for yourself if that's something you want to start stocking in your home in case you cannot get your medication.
Exactly. Hey, Frugal Mama, welcome in.
Hey, Wellness, welcome
So
in.
how many of you all,
Miss Kelsey,
um,
welcome in.
how many of you all that's in the chat um are into medicinal herbs? And if you are, how long have you been doing it? And what made you become interested in medicinal herbs? So, my Renaissance, you do gardening as well.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing gardening?
I think this is either my fourth or fifth year.
Okay.
Oh, fifth.
Okay. So we know you do your garden harvest to table. So do you have a favorite herb that you like?
I absolutely love rosemary. I absolutely love mullein.
Okay.
I like anything for the respiratory system because cold and flu season. See, like you can't really stock up on a lot of cold and flu medicines, even if you was the type of person that does a lot of medication, because those things expire so fast. So I like anything for the lungs, as I do have lung issues. So I do, like that. And I like the Greek mountain tea because that's also for the lungs. Rosemary is just for the mind. Rosemary has so many benefits. So yeah,
Hey, Indiana Jackson. Oh,
welcome
I'm
in,
this.
Indiana Jackson.
Savon say I just started. My Renaissance, do you grow hyssop?
I do not. I have it. And see, that's what irritates me. The fact that I am a small patio gardener, I cannot grow. I have seeds that have never been opened. And it irritates me because I know they have benefits that I could reap. But the fact that I cannot put everything out there. And so, what do I just put medicine? Do I put food? And so I had to come and put a little bit of each one as I do. And by me being plant based, I have to do vegetables because that's what I eat. That's what I
Hey,
eat.
hey, official J Mia.
Hey, hey, Jamia, welcome. Yeah, so I have to have my vegetables. And
Hey,
so it is
Shani.
so much. If I had the room, I would absolutely be growing so much more. I mean, I
Okay.
want the cabinets that's wall to wall cabinets with, you know, jars with labels on them of everything where I could just scoop out a scoop of this and a scoop of this and make my favorite tea or whatever. But yeah, that is my dream. That is my goal.
Yeah, I want me an apothecary too.
Hey,
So,
Shiny 2002,
hey,
welcome
hey,
in.
Shani. So with the herbs that you do grow, do you air dry them to let them dry, or do you dehydrate them? How do you preserve them?
I air dried them once before, and they weren't the same. And I know they're well. It looked like it taking longer. I guess if I did not need to use them, it wouldn't have mattered. But I wanted to use them, and it looked like the weight. And every time I go in there and test them, they still were not the texture where you could just crumble them up. And so I know they have to be more nutritious than putting them in the dehydrator, because that's a little bit of heat. And it does not take much to zap nutrition out of herbs. So I would prefer to do it that way, but that's only for the long term if I don't need it right away. And I do
Okay.
not, for anybody, I've told this once, more than once, I do not mind buying herbs as well because with a small garden, I cannot grow as many herbs as I would like to have. So I do have a little African store about a mile down this road, and I do purchase organic herbs as well. And so I prefer mine out of my garden, but when I see mine running low, then I'll start on them so I could, preserve mine. But yeah, oh yeah, it is my dream to have an outstanding herbal garden.
Okay. Indiana Jackson said, I just made comfrey saliva.
Sal,
Saliva.
sal.
Sal. yesterday. And I heard comfrey was good too.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
So is there a particular herb you do not like?
Mm, possibly, but I don't do comfrey at all. I when I researched comfrey, I really didn't like what it said, so I do not do comfrey. That's one of them. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that I know. Like last year was the very first time I had ever grown stinging nettle. And stinging nettle has great benefits. So I was missing out on that because I said you live and you learn every year. You're going to learn a new or two or three or four new herbs, and then you add them to your apothecary. So that's how you get so many things, which is a good thing because since we're not supposed to, consume the same herb back to back, that gives us a variety because a lot of herbs do the exact same thing. So
True.
if I'm having an issue and I've been taking this, but I know it's time to back out, I just grab that next herb that I know has the exact same benefits, and then I'll do that one for a few days. And then sometime I'll just cut myself completely off all herbs, and I may go 2 to 3 weeks with no herb at all, and then
Okay.
start back up.
So Shauna said it's hot enough to air dry them, and they get the
Oh
texture
yeah,
of being in the
outside,
machine.
yeah. I air dried mine in the house, but yeah, if they were hanging out on a line, because I do have the big thing that you put them in, which I absolutely love that because it's massive and it has 3 rows, and you put your herbs in there. And if we sit that out in the sun, yes, that would be awesome.
So G Hood talked about mountain rose herb. Those are her go-tos in Azure. Now, mountain rose herb is someone that I know about, and it's another one called, what was the one I told you about? Was it the Star West? It
Yeah.
was called Star West herbs, and then there's a couple of other ones.
Hey,
I got them
Nikki.
wrote
Hey,
down.
G Mama. Hey, Lady
Hey,
Dagestan.
backyard trucker,
Who's that?
backyard trucker.
Oh, hey, backyard
So
truck.
Salon Diva said I dehydrated my basil yesterday, and I put some in my tomato sauce today, and that basil is potent.
I bet it is. Baby, when I tell you, okay, I didn't even think about when you asked me what was my favorite. Oh my God, basil. How I don't know how I forgot that. I
So you
absolutely
like the holy
love
basil?
basil. Huh?
Do you like the holy basil?
Oh, that's very medicinal. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. My stinging nettle is sitting. I don't know what to do with it.
Well, you research it, you find out what the benefits are, you check to make sure you can take it, and there you go.
Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Hey, G Mama. I think so. Do any of you all have any questions for my Renaissance Lady Dagger status? Yes, it's Star West Botanicals. So I know Mountain Rose Herbs and Star West Botanicals are some of the websites that you can get when you're looking for herbs that you can't grow. So
I get my herbs from just about a lot. M.I. Gardner, Baker's Creek, and this a little place that's it's a family owned garden that's in Ohio. I can't think of their name right now, but I get my herbs just about everywhere because, and I'm so happy. No pun intended, Baker's Creek, but I'd be so happy when I find my favorite because some things that Baker Creek sells, other people don't sell, but they are starting to sell some of my favorites. So now I can go over here and pay $2 as opposed to paying $5. So
okay. So G Mama said start with small amounts. And Shani said, have you tried Kala Wala?
Walla. No,
Kala Wala?
I haven't tried Colorado, but guess what? I'm about to write it down, honey, because that's how I got started by running across herbs,
And she
researching
said,
them.
or what is it, Geico? Gooka? That G word right there.
Wait a minute, let me screenshot these things.
So it's these two.
Okay, the guaca and the other one was
Kalawala.
okay. Let me. I got both of them screenshot. Okay, yeah, I
Okay.
will check them out. Do you want to tell us what they do?
Hey, girl, dad.
Oh, wait a minute. She said Colorado makes you want. Oh my God.
Kalawala makes you want to holler. Oh, snap a doodle.
Nikki must
Right.
want to hear you sing her song since she in the rhyming song. Go on break her song out for her.
Hey, Nikki, you so fine. You so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki, you so fine. You so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Oh, snap. I got to come up with the other part of the song.
Hey, girl, dad. Wait,
Hey,
welcome
girl,
in.
dad.
Sylvia, welcome in.
Uh, these these are herbs that Dr. Sibby talks about. Okay.
Dr. Sebi.
I,
Oh, okay. So those are some of his herbs. Okay. I will check them out.
hey, Sibby, y'all. Nigga over there dancing. I feel the love.
And
Don't
like
let
I
me.
was telling you all about the bitters, and the bitters are absolutely great for the big C. You know what the big C is. That bitters are great for that. Plus, there is
What's
another
the
one.
big C?
Come on, girl. You be trying. You can't just say everything on YouTube,
What is
okay?
it? What's the big C?
Oh my. Where do a lot of people perish from in your family? Just wipes out whole families.
Council, coals, crabs.
Ah, you silly. Bitter makes you better. Yes, it does. And I had showed you how, and let me write this one down because in case people want to. This is another bitter. And this one,
Bitter makes you better. Oh, it also make you throw up. Somebody try to give me some black seed oil. As soon as it touched my throat, I just threw that stuff up.
hey, Urban Garden Chronicles, I am
Nikki said,
I
not
am
crabs.
powerful. Okay, that's fine.
Hey, Urban.
Okay, so you know that the 2020 thing that was going around making people sick, right?
Oh, that pandema.
This right here is
Hold
what
on, let me make you big.
this right here is what healed a lot of people. I've shared it before. So if you want to write this down or
Oh,
take a screenshot, this is a tea. It is also a bitter, but this is what helped a lot of people get over that 2020
hey,
episode.
Nikki, did you see the word that my Renaissance just showed? If you can you type it in the chat so I can put it up on the screen? I tried both and a lot of others that he has mentioned. Kalawala gives you energy. I need that, and it's good for the
Oh yeah,
immune system booster.
and guac is also good. Okay, both of them immune.
Sylvia said something died from crack.
Girl, take me off the big screen.
My bad.
Hey, 755, welcome in. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And in Haiti, Urban, yes, in Haiti as well for the Cersei.
Okay, so black seed all works. Just take a shot of juice after the taste bothers you, or take a cap. Baby, I can't
I,
do it.
I can't do.
I
I do
tried
black
that black
seed.
seed oil, and that was a wrap.
I
It,
do. I do the black seed and honey. I actually have a video of me making black. Now I can do the black seed and honey, but the black
okay,
seed
I'm gonna have to
oil, baby,
watch
that
what you
thing.
do.
Baby, if I took black seed and oil, all this would be hairy, okay?
Baby,
So
I
that stuff
tried.
will
As
truly
soon as
put
it
hair on your
look,
chest.
soon as they took my flat soap back there, my little jiggly thing that I just threw up everywhere.
Girl, look at by you.
What she say? Well, wait a minute, what about you say? Gacko? Is that Gacko? No, that ain't Gacko. That's the
No,
little
it's probably
Guaco.
guaco.
Hey, 75 million. Crease. Okay, it's popular in Jamaica. What about
Jamaica
you say? Wait
and
a
Haiti.
minute. I have listened. Who got cracked? They died from them. The crab, the crabs have built a nerve system, so they died. Anyway, I made black seed tea and I mix. Oh, she made black seed tea and I mix. Do she mix honey with it? Okay, that's that
Oh, she
herb.
just saying. I
Oh,
think she
she
just
just
saying
made
tea.
black seed tea.
I make black seed tea with
Yep.
black tea.
Maybe it's just the black seed and some honey.
Oh, maybe she meant seed. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh no, black
black
seed.
seed
Yeah.
is okay. Okay,
Baby, I
Tampa.
don't know who invented black seed. They need to get fired for that because that mess is potent. It's
Black
so
seed.
horrible.
Black seed is also good for the big C.
What about black walnut?
What about it? You talking about
Don't
somebody
it has
go, huh?
don't it has medicinal properties?
I don't know because I don't like it. I
I
pretty
like
much
it.
I don't really research stuff that I don't care for.
I get used to black seed or after a while.
I not
Nah,
baby. Nope. That
black
stuff
seed
burns
oil
from the
is
tip
that
of your
bad.
tongue
But
all the
that
way
oregano
down.
oil is definitely. Shana said black seed oil is that bad. But that oregano oil is a different story.
Yes, it is. I can't do that one either. That's why I grow so many oregano leaves because, and I make my own oil, and I make a tincture, and I make a rub. I use the heck out of some oregano, but I cannot use that store bought oil. And I do. I have
Hey,
tried the
TZ,
toothpaste.
you made some toothpaste with the oregano oil?
No, I said I bought some, but I
Oh,
do. I do make my own toothpaste though.
which, that look like that's a
Which
caucuses.
Sarah seed do you recommend to grow? Wait a minute, baby. You mean tell me they got some Sarah seeds out there? If so, drop me an email because I would be looking for them. I've never grown my own. I have I bought it from where I don't know where I bought it from, but yeah, I bought like a case of it from from somewhere. So no, I've never grown Sarah seed.
How
And
you spell this?
and you cannot. Now I don't know about you, but Sarah C cannot. It tells you not to take it no more than 3 times a month. That's how potent Sarah C is. Now somebody on here might say, "Well, I drink it every day or whatever." Okay, but I'm saying the directions say do not take more than 3 times a month. So I take mine 3 times a month, especially during the winter season, and then I cut it loose until the next month. But I don't trust anything that Amazon have. I'm sorry. I mean, except it's that has to go inside of my body. I put it that way. I don't trust they seeds, and I don't trust anything oral. Now I'll buy anything else all day long, but I don't want anything oral. And if you want to ask me why, read the reviews. People saying roaches being the stuff. Some be say, I mean the just some people be and there are some people that are such an expert in what they use because they can sit up there and tell you 10 people right after each other, this does not taste like such and such. There are so many, and see, you cannot
Hey,
blame
Audrey.
Amazon because
Okay.
hello, Audrey Clee, that's my first lady.
Oh, snap a doodle.
Say hi,
Um,
my first lady.
so on the you said Sarah C.
Sarah
Sarah, her,
C.
her name Sarah C.
Woo. Sarah C is the T. It's a herb.
Essie sell the seeds.
Etsy probably does. Yeah, of course.
You said you need the seeds, so Essie got it.
You telling me? Okay,
Yeah, if you
cool.
want the seeds, you got to go on Essie.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You welcome.
Yeah, I would love to grow that.
I guess it's safe to assume you never did a washout, Tampa. Them bitters are horrible. I
They
ain't got
are
no teeth
horrible, but
to do no washout.
they are very beneficial. Though it is very bitter. If
So
you
it's gonna help my gums.
why we have to go here all the time?
She said I never did a washout. So what
Bitters
about
are
washing
very
that?
good for your system.
Okay. I use the oregano oil with coconut oil to tooth pull and heal the mouth.
So that's called oil pulling. In case you didn't know, Cersei is bitter melon. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's also soursop. Soursop leaves are also the same. They're all bitter melons.
See, she said, Sylvia said the same thing on Etsy.
Okay,
They got it on Etsy.
that's good. Yeah.
Oh, really?
And you
Bitter
know
melon leaves.
the what's the berberine is also bitter. So it's part of the bitter family too. So every last one of the bitters are good for the big C. So if you know, so if I knew that I had something that bad, I mean I'm just as sick, but I don't have that. But I do
Lady said them.
huh?
She said them bitters I have you sitting on the toilet.
Oh, they don't make me go to the toilet. And I make a 32-ounce.
Oh.
Oh, it washes out your colon, not your mouth. Yeah, but yeah, you all
Okay,
need to
Urban.
check bitters out. Really check bitters out, especially if you have someone in your family or if you have a history of, that in your family.
Okay. I hear bitters and think of a laxative.
No, no, absolutely not. They are
Okay.
really good for you.
So what Tiggs is say? Tiggs is say, I have another bitter plant in my collection and I will be growing a cutting from my aunt's tree in Louisiana. Mangler pronounced Mongolier. Mongolier.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. I love this conversation.
thank you.
Blueberry, blue. I might need to put my teeth in. Maybe I can't pronounce the word right. Blue Bavarian. Blue Verba.
Blue vervain.
Is that a herb?
Yeah,
What does it
I've
do?
never used it. I've never used blueberry. I've never used it.
Shauna, what's that herb about?
Yeah, drop it in the chat and so I can decide if there's something I want to research. I use soursop leaves and make tea. I do too. But I would love to move somewhere where I can actually get the soursop fruit. That fruit is so delicious. And it's actually $50 here for one soursop. So I refuse to buy it anymore because that's just too much. I know they came a long way and they had to pay all kind of transports on it, but that is too much for one piece of fruit.
Nikki say I can't take it. I can give you some seeds,
Yes,
my
yes, Nikki,
Renaissance.
$50. $50 for one piece of fruit.
So Tigsy said, I can give you some seeds, my Renaissance. I have the green and white bitter melon seeds. It grows like crazy, vines everywhere.
But I don't think I could grow that on. I mean, I would take them. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying I may not be able to make them grow them now because I'm on a patio. I don't have the space
But
because
you can
they do
still
grow
get the
big.
seeds.
Huh?
I said, but you can still get the seeds.
I said I wasn't saying I didn't want
Not is that not your Kemp?
them. Her name is Natasha.
Natasha. Sorry for butchering your name. I'm not good at names. Lady Dagger status said after the first two times with bitters, I didn't get that laxative effect, but definitely the first two times.
No, I never had a problem with it.
I have Queen says she have blue. Queen, what does the vervain? Blue vervain does. What's the medicinal benefits of that?
Yes, can
Mackenzie,
you drop that and tell us what it's used for?
me my book, my white book, my white herbal book, the big
Lady
one with
Dagger
the ring.
Status, you said it's $5 if you can find it. Really? I know Duval is trying to find me some that because it's $20 in no, in Florida. She's supposed to, get me some once they
So
get
look
it.
over there.
It looked bad last weekend, so she didn't purchase any.
What is it called?
But yeah, I much rather try to heal myself with herbs and all that medication because that medication makes, causes another issue. And then they'll give you medication for that. And then that'll cause another issue. So, yeah. Soursop is so expensive and most times overripe or underripe. I just bought a frozen soursop today in a smoothie. Lash's journey, she just came so jealous. You can keep the vines controlled. It's like growing cucumber. Oh, okay. But the vines are smaller. Well, do send me some. I would definitely try it. Anything for healing the body, I'm for it, and I will. And I know I could take that because I take all the soursop, all the bitters family. So that's something I do not have to research because I already know that I can do the bitters family. But I know you cannot take it back to back, and I know you do need to take a break, which I would not take it back to back because I know you have to take a break. Turkey tail mushroom I gave to a family member. They were diagnosed with the C. I also take turkey tail as well. I do the turkey tail uh gravy packets. I don't do like regular gravy packets. My gravy packets are the whole mushroom family. They have the mushroom teas, but I think I couldn't take that because I think it might have had caffeine in it, and I had to give that away. But yeah, I do the whole, and I'm telling you, I never touched a mushroom before I got sick. And when I found out mushrooms could help me, then I went in full force. And I mean, I used to sit there and pick mushrooms off of everything I ate, but now I eat mushrooms pretty much daily. So I pray I don't become allergic to them because by me being plant based, that's the bulk of my daily food. Soursop. Oh, add to. I don't know if that's part of what you were saying. Okay, I just started adding mushrooms powder to my coffee later. Yeah, I buy it. It's at Azure. If any of you all wanted to try it, it's at Azure Standard. They have the coffee and the tea. No, it's not. It's not cheap, but yeah. And I have my family drinking that, because it has so many benefits. So just do your research, make sure that you can take these things, and if you can,
Okay, my
that'll,
renaissance.
yeah,
I found information on blue ver,
vervain.
yeah, that. And I found it in this book, guys.
Okay, I have that one too.
So it's on page 153. I'm gonna
You
make
gonna tell
myself
you gonna read it to us?
I'm gonna make myself big so they can see this part. This is the book, guys. And it's supposed to be, it actually improves the function of the digestive system and or absorption of food. It's also prized as a respiratorium for the nervous system, and it is especially helpful for the nervous tension. It is thought to have a mild antidepressant action and is used specifically to treat anxiety and the nervous exhaustion that follows long-term stress. It helps with headaches and migraines. Other uses are, among its other medicinal uses, vervain is given for jaundice, gallstones, asthma, insomnia, premenstrual syndrome, flu, and fevers.
Oh, okay.
And the parts that you can use is, um, I'm looking. Well, I just know this the flower. So, can you see the flower?
I see it. I'll have to research it.
Yeah, so y'all just research it.
Yeah,
But
research it to see if if it's something that your body can handle. Because it is so much, like I said, anybody who's here first time doing herbs, have never done herbs before, there is a lot to consider when using herbs. You have to consider if you are on medication. So you can research the drug interactions. And like I said, you can also call a pharmacist, and they've never ever had a problem with answering the question. They would tell you if it's compatible or incompatible. You also have to make sure you're not allergic to it, just like a lot of people who have seasonal allergies. It's a lot of those allergies that's in those herbs. Now, luckily, I have been able to get by with some of the things that if you're allergic to ragweed and pollen, there are a lot of those herbs we really shouldn't be using because they make you sick. But you have to try it, for yourself if that's what you want to do. Because I do some of those herbs and they help me more than they hurt me. So everybody has to do their own research. You have to know what's going on with your body. And another thing I suggest, especially with the way we do teas, you cannot just because you all seen my videos. I can have about 10 herbs inside of my tea. You have to make sure that those teas, those herbs are compatible with each other. Okay, so you also have to make sure that your allergies is not a part of that tea family. And I would suggest that if you want to mix herbs, you need to test each herb individually. Say you have made out your little recipe cards, because you all know that's what I do. I figure out what I want to use and I make up my little recipe card. So you want to test these herbs one at a time, because if you put them all together and you have an allergic reaction, you're not going to know which one of those herbs caused that. And then you might just say, I'm not drinking that tea anymore, when it could have just been one of the herbs or two of the herbs. So test each, just make you a little thing of tea, and test each one. And if you do well, okay, I can take this herb. And you always know you're going to get the itchy, scratchy throat, itching around the mouth. You're going to know that's not for me. So you don't want to try that again. Okay, so do that when you're testing herbs. Don't just try to throw all these in a pot and try to make one pot of tea, because that's not smart.
so Tigsy says she needs to figure out when to harvest my burdock roots. The leaves are very big now.
Well, you research it. They're going to tell you when. I don't do that because, like I said, I don't have room. I absolutely love burdock root as well. It is also good for the immune system. And like I said, I have a very bad immune system. I mean, it's very rough. I still wear a mask, just like a lot of people, have issues with people wearing masks, because I'm on two medications. And both of my medications, I am not supposed to be within 10 feet of people. Nobody is supposed to be breathing the same air I am breathing, because it will make me sick. So that's not good, but that's why I still wear a mask because I really cannot breathe. Because a lot of people don't know they sick, and it's easy for me. And if you are sick, you might be sick for 2 to 3 days. I might end up in the hospital for long term or whatever, and it could be worse than that. So I do have to be careful with myself because my medication is so powerful that it has shot my immune system down to the below the belt, and so I have to protect myself so I really don't go around a lot of people. And I know I get a lot of stares when we go to little, meetups and whatever, and everybody see me with the mask on, but that's for my protection and I have to do it.
Okay. Growing with Hudson said, same with smoothies too. What you put in them. Lady Daggerstatter said, yes, that's a good tip. Try each herb one at a time to test it. Tigsy said, I do exactly that. Try them one at a time. Research, but I thought it was the second year for the root. Tigsy said she's growing it in a container. Hey, GT.
Hey
Well,
GT, welcome in.
755 Media said, protect yourself with
Oh, I
masks.
absolutely am, honey. I absolutely am. And I'm a hugger. I have always been a hugger, but I cannot be a hugger anymore. But if somebody catch me off guard, if my head turned, they come hug me, I just kind of turn my head right quick. But honey, I really miss the gal. We used to do girls, trips all the time. And I truly miss all my girl trips. And when we get back, we all hugging on each other. Baby, that's all going out the window now because I have to protect my health. So it's just best that I just stay home, as opposed to, making other people feel uncomfortable because I don't want somebody to hug me and then I go like this or whatever. So I just stay home. I do because
I
people get
feel you.
offended.
Yeah. I will harvest it on video so you guys can see it. I've
Oh,
never
okay.
grown it before, but I didn't want to buy any more powder. I wanted to grow my own.
Oh, I've
Facts.
never had the power. I buy the little chips and I buy the fresh. And the fresh, I clean it, I put it in the freezer, and then I use it when I make my big pots of herbal tea.
755 Media said in North Carolina it's now illegal to wear masks in public unless you show medical papers.
Well, that's why I don't hang out in North Carolina.
I get it right. Protect yourself. I planted the seeds in the fall and the plant started growing faster once it got warm.
Oh, and so it must like heat then.
hmm Lady Dagger says that I grow horseradish, but in the ground. It keeps growing back after it's full.
Oh, it must be a
So
perennial.
I was just going to say there must be a perennial. Um, don't hurt this harvest. I understand. I'm home a lot too. Sometimes that's the best place to be. Keep you out of bull crap, you know.
And just like today, I went to the store and my car was registering 105. Now I don't know if it was 105, but my car was registering 105. Do you know how I suffered out there at the and see I don't wear regular masks like everybody else was wearing during the 2020 thing. I wear a surgical mask because that's how seriously I cannot breathe somebody else's air. So that thing is so thick, and I mean, I be walking through the store just huffing and puffing. So I'm not somebody. I used to love browsing through the store, baby. I have to get in and get out because that mask in this heat is about to take me out of here.
Wow. Horseradish have a deep tap root. It can be invasive.
Oh, okay.
I have a family member who has a very low immune system.
Yeah, it ain't fun, honey.
No. So back to my Renaissance grandmother. What makes my Renaissance grandmother?
What makes me?
hmm
What makes me who I am?
Yes.
My charm, my love for people, my helpfulness, my, I don't know, you all tell me. What do you all think make me?
I can say your heart,
Okay.
your kindness. You can tell it like it is and without hurting your feelings, but you tell it. you that you that nice nasty. You get your point across. You just got a beautiful soul, you know. Ever
Yeah.
since I came into the garden community and been introduced to a lot of you guys, and like I told y'all on the previous videos, I've never felt this kind of love and community.
Oh, that's awesome.
Granted, granted, you got some people that are not real, but you can tell the genuine people. You know what I'm saying? And you come off as very genuine with when you want to whoop me while I'm not driving and texting. So, Lady Dagger say yes, it's in they can never get the whole root. Urban said during flu season, I wore them in the stores today. A lady coughed with a wild hairball of mucus when I was cat. Ugh, gross. With a custer. They don't even cover. They don't. They don't cover. Then when you look at
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
they feel they ain't did nothing wrong. But when you cough, they looking at you with attitudes and everything else.
Girl, I remember I was in a meeting one day at work, and it was three people in the meeting coughing. Three people, and I mean, I was like, and so I got up, walked across the room, and went and got a mask and sit back down. They was all staring at me. And my boss said, well, she has, good reasons for putting on a mask. Do you know the next day, that next week, I'm sitting up trying to breathe, had them people, just that little 30, 45-minute meeting about wiped me out.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't know
Um,
they were sick, or I would have went in there with a mask since we were all sick. But that was before I got worse, So I would wear my mask sometime, and then I didn't wear it, which I've always supposed to have had it on. It's just that I wasn't. And then C-19 wasn't around, so I really wasn't taking it that serious. But yeah, three people coughing that next day, baby. I was so sick, it was ridiculous, and I was sick for a
wow.
whole week.
So Tiggs is saying, yes, she does. I love her soaps too.
Thank
Nick
you.
Nick is saying my Renaissance grandmama is down to earth.
Thank you, Nikki.
Don't hurt the harvest said inspirational person, helpful, smart, beautiful, blessed.
Well, thank you.
She has a beautiful soul, just seems completely genuine and true to herself. Facts.
Thank you, Lady Dagger.
Facts. Do y'all have anything that you all want to ask my Renaissance grandmother about garden, medicinal herbs, soaps, and bath bodies, and the pretty face that Tiva said she was out of? Um, People don't care. So self-centered and could have hurt our girl. Yeah, they stupid like that. Nobody. This world right now has become very selfish. GT said I have questions, but I'm driving. Do you want me to drop the link to let anybody up to come and ask you a question?
Absolutely.
All righty. I'm dropping a link if anybody wants to come up to ask my Renaissance, the beautiful queen, some questions. Where did you learn how to make tinctures? Can you recommend a book?
Um, I have a lot of books, But I want to be honest with you. A lot of my tinctures came from up here. I am that person. And see, let me tell you, people used to think that I would be lying. When I would make something, I don't care if it was cooking, I don't care if it was a dessert that I baked, I don't care what it was. Somebody would be like, oh my God, that is so good. What's your recipe? And I was like, recipe? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I don't have a recipe. And people was really thinking I was lying. But I am a drop of this. I am not a man. When I do those videos, you all hear me saying that. You hear me saying I'm using these measuring cups for this video. In case you all want to try to make this, because I do not use, everything is up here. Now, as I get older, I probably, need to start writing more down. And I don't do tinctures for anybody else. So don't be concerned about that because, thinking, well, here she making stuff. No, I don't make tinctures for anybody else. I do make teas for everybody that wants it, but no, I don't. There are some things I don't do. A lot of people try to get me, and I always tell people, no, I don't do oral stuff. If you want me to get some blemishes off your face, okay, good. If you want me to grow your hair, okay, good. If you want me to clear up your rash, okay, good. If you have your child got foot fungus and you want me to clear that up, good. But don't ask me for nothing oral because I'm not taking that responsibility because I don't know what's going on with your body. And if you don't tell me everything, then I can hurt you, and I'm not going down that road.
Exactly.
Okay,
Don't hurt
GT.
the harvest. Say, is there any lavender and vanilla soap left?
Oh my God, you the second person asked today.
And Lady Dagger said, are you putting the hair bar up for sale?
Oh my God, y'all ridiculous.
And G Hud said, my Renaissance grandmother will go down in history in our community as a hero, knowledgeable, caring, sharing, gifted, etc. We are all blessed to cross paths with her to observe all this knowledge and wisdom.
Thank
I
you,
added the
sis.
wisdom part.
I see you added that.
Oh, my Renaissance is a gem. Oh,
Thank you, 755.
GT, what you got to ask her?
Have you ever grown the shampoo ginger? That's
I
the
grew it
first
last
question.
year.
Did you use it? Did you add anything to it?
I did. It's in one of my shampoo hair growth bars. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't just use it as a regular shampoo. I added the things that make your hair grow, and I also did the blue pea. The blue pea was also in it. So I just create. I tell you, my brain is not gonna rest until I'm going to glory because this brain just never shuts down, and it gets on my nerves. I'm always trying to think of the next recipe.
True that. True that. I was asking because mine just came in the mail today, and I got to head to my dad's house to grab this table saw, and I was wondering, um, yeah. So I got some ideas about how I'm going to incorporate the shampoo ginger. They said you could use it as a topical as well, so I
Well,
got a
I
couple things
actually
on my
use
mind.
my roots as the tea, though. You can use the roots for tea.
Uh,
Oh, I didn't
I
know that.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yep.
No.
Because
Well,
That's good to know, though.
go ahead, GT.
um with the you wearing the mask, did you start that before the little sickness that was going around?
Yes, I was wearing a mask before the sickness came.
Okay,
And
okay.
then
And
after
you
I
have
got sick, that's when my doctor sent a note to work and told them that I should not be face forward to anybody for 10 feet. I mean, yeah, 10 feet.
oh.
Yeah.
Hmm. And we call you my Renaissance grandma because you are a real grandma.
I am a real grandma and
I
I
ain't
am
mean to say real grandma, but
She's a grandma to many.
okay, okay. I think I can't remember the other three questions, but I had a few questions that I wanted to ask since she was up. But that's all.
All right,
Okay.
That's
thank
all.
you.
No, thank you.
You all right, GT, be careful.
Oh yeah, no, I had to come to my dad's house to get this saw. That's it.
Okay.
All right, all right. I'm going back to the chat.
All
All
right, take
right.
care.
Urban said I need something to grow my hair. G Hud said I don't wish nothing but good things for my sister in the garden.
Thank you.
I wasn't able to order any lavender and vanilla soap.
And you know, and I got an email from one of you all today too saying, what happened to the lavender vanilla? Why is it not on the list? And I told him I had to remove it because I was down to the end and I didn't want somebody to jump on there and order more than what I had in stock. And so it's only one bar left. And I suggest if you want that one bar until I get some shipments in, then you go on there, you order any name soap, but then in the comment section, just tell me exchange this bar out for the lavender vanilla. So
Better
yeah,
hurry up. You better hurry up. Don't hurt the
yeah, I
harvest.
have one bar left.
Urban said, where can I find instructions to make soap?
Oh my God, girl, it is all over. I've never used them because, like I said, I don't use recipes, but there are tons on the. I've seen tons on YouTube when people came and asked me about them, and so I went to see what was on there. When I looked at them, I said, "Okay, this sounds good." So I suggested that they grab any off of YouTube. But
Okay.
yeah,
So Tixie said, I definitely feel you on that, my Renaissance. I mix and cook things to come up with definitely concoctions and
different
recipes.
concoctions. Yeah,
I don't write anything down and never cook any dish the same.
yeah.
The
I,
sha- oh, my bad. The shampoo bar worked for me. My hair grew and even out on both sides, about 3 inches of growth. Oh,
Awesome. Thank
can
you.
I get some of your hair growth stuff?
Nope, because you have braids.
I don't have braids.
Whatever you got on your head, no.
So you trying to say I don't need my locks to grow?
No. Where you
Why?
want them? Where do you want them? Down to your waist?
To my ankles.
That'll be so ugly.
Not really, because I ain't gonna let it grow that. I'm ready to shave it now. Recipes that is. Okay, okay. Don't hurt the harvest. Wait a minute, say don't hurt the harvest. Wait a minute. I missed over some stuff. Don't hurt the harvest. She's currently out of the level. No need to ask me how I know. I'm gonna stock up on it when it gets back in. Nephew. Oh, she was speaking to GT. I have most Michelle Obama, so I don't want nobody name it. I don't want nobody. No woman soap. Lady Dagger, I'm about to get me some now. All snap a doodle. See, I need the hair bar soap. Everybody talking about the hair bar soap. Why I can't get the hair bar soap?
You know what? There is so much deja vu going on in this thing. I got people over here asking me about these doggone hair soaps today. You all asked me about the soap. Then two people, everybody asked me about the lavender vanilla. This is so much deja vu going on in here. Everybody asking for the same thing.
Well, I'm gonna get some of your hair growing soap when I cut all my hair off. But she gonna lie you. She lies. She ain't gonna let it grow. When it wants to be bald. Who wants to be bald headed? There's a lot of women bald headed. By you. And I thought by you had done left the building.
You know she be back in the cut.
My grandson and they're laughing like he all tickled and stuff. Y'all hear him laugh.
I don't.
So
But then again, I got two fans on, so
we'll get busy. Well, said me say, well, get busy, make some more.
I got it. You know what? Let me tell you all something, just so it won't be a surprise to you when it happens. I have been having issues with this company that I get my scents from. And the sad part about it is she has the absolute best scents. I have tried so many scents from so many companies, which was a waste of money because you have to order samples. I've ordered so many samples and that stuff is trash. So I end up sticking with her, but now since C19, for some reason, she is diluting her stuff because it does not have the same scent that it used to have. So if I lose her, I probably will not. The only soaps that and butters I would be making is probably 100% organic oil scents, and you know that don't go far. That's what lemon, limes, lemongrass, and all. You know, it's not really foo scents like you all like. But if I keep running into these issues with her, I'm going to have to cut her loose because her stuff is not cheap. In matter of fact, she even went up on it, and then you went up on the price and then decreased the cent. I mean, it's crazy. So I don't even know how much longer I am going to deal with her. And I've already found out that everybody else out there stuff is not worth it. So that is such a dilemma that I'm going to have to work out. I said I'm going to order from her. And I always wait and say, okay, well, I haven't ordered in a while. Maybe she's gotten better. I'll order again, same thing. So I will be placing an order probably in the next couple of weeks or next week. And I'm hoping her stuff is not diluted or I am done because that is a waste of my money. And then she wouldn't even respond back. I told her in an email, I said, your quality is gone. You know, I don't know what is going on, and she didn't even respond back to say anything. How unprofessional is that? And that's another thing that is my beef. I hate unprofessionalism. You know, deal with me like I am a client, customer, whatever you want to call me. Don't just ignore me. Anybody that ever said or asked me anything on my website, they got a message back from me. Whether they whether they had an issue, and it's not always the issue with my problem, it's the shipping. People don't like the price of shipping, but you all know I don't have any control of that. But I respond back. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I really don't have control of that. But I do respond back. You don't just ignore people when they're spending their money with you. It's so unprofessional.
By you. I don't need no Michelle Obama soap to get no husband, boo boo. But I will buy it to support my Renaissance grandma. Yes, I want to try some of that in my salon. Bayou, don't be laughing at Bayou sugar.
Yeah,
How is your
it does
Marina?
grow your hair though. My neighbor who used to have long, long, long hair down her shoulders, and so she went through some medical issues, and then her hair started growing back, and then I noticed her hair was short again. And I know she goes to the hairdresser, so I thought she was cutting it off. So when I asked her about it, she said, "Oh no, my hair fell out." And I was like, "Oh," I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that." She said, "Yeah, it's falling out, and I don't know why." I said, "Well, maybe you're on some type of medication." I said, "Well, I have this hair growth soap. Would you like to try it?" She said, "Yes." I got a message from her yesterday. She said, "My hair is growing like wild." So
Okay.
praise the Lord. And I pray over all my products. I pray over everything that leaves my house to yours.
Then why my soap disappeared? It's supposed to be still sitting over there.
Well, my prayer can't be against your thieves in your house, baby. I mean, hey,
Tixie said, my Renaissance, how's your moringa and cucumber melon inventory?
moringa is getting low. Cucumber, I still have a bit of cucumber left, but moringa will is getting low because I'm telling you, you all have no idea how many soaps I have made in the past 30 days. You have no idea. I am about bone dry on a lot of stuff.
Hey, so Bliss.
Hi, so blessed. Welcome in. I will bow. Bow or bow.
She's
You.
probably trying to say I will buy moringa, cucumbers, and melons for you to make the oils.
She want me to make the oil out of her cucumbers and moringas.
I got moringa soap orders too. Dang, I ain't typed. I will grow that is. Oh, okay. I'm serious, Joe. You know I can do it. Be right back. Okay, Teasy. Yeah, see, that's why I don't like taking a lot of medicine 755. Cause baby, I don't need to be shedding no hair. I need something for my hair, my renaissance, so it won't be getting thin and bald. Lady Dakin said, your soap got stolen too, Tampa. Yeah, man, my soap was sitting on the side of this chair the whole time I had, and I was doing the little commercial and everything. Get ready to do a commercial. I ain't got no soap. I don't know where the soap go.
Hey, Jones Truth, welcome in.
Thank you. Hey, Miss Jones, Truth. Welcome. What's that hair growth serum you have? Jones Truth wants hair growth serum too.
I do have a serum as well. It's drop.
5
It's
ways.
little
Oh,
drops. You just drop
wow.
it in your scalp and massage it.
Ooh, okay. I got a question for you. What is the first plant you remember having a relationship with as a kid?
Plant
Yeah.
as a kid.
Yeah. Mine was poison ivy.
Oh, I've never been friends with Poison Ivy. We've never met. Thank
Or you can answer that as an adult. What was your first plant you ever got?
you. Okay, we're not talking food. We're talking about plants. Period.
You could do plants, vegetables, whichever one.
No, I think the first plant was. I can't.
Facts, perfection.
Um, I think they used to nickname it the Wandering Jew, but I can't think of the real name because and they named it that because it was like draped from one side of the wall to the next side of the wall to the next. It was draped around. It wanders and it was like a forest or a jungle. So that I used to love that plant, but now I don't have any plants because I don't like any bugs.
Hey Zeta
Hey, Zeta
Rose.
Rose, welcome in.
They say is the hair growth soap for permed or natural
It
hair?
is for natural.
We always got sticker bugs with running through fields. Grapevines as a child, it was growing green beans. Okay. Um, the Harvard said grapevines as a child, it was growing green beans and then stopping to get honeysuckles. I used to do that down near the creek. Ooh, the purple plant. So is that what it is? What you were talking about, the purple plant?
I don't know what the purple plant is.
Well, I'm talking about the plant that you was talking about with the walls.
That oh no, that wasn't that.
Okay. Uh, if you could only have 5 herbs growing in your backyard, what would they be?
Herbs. Okay. Are we talking about medicinal and native
It just
herbs?
say herbs. If you could only have 5 herbs, just can only have 5
Okay.
growing in your backyard, what would they be?
Okay. Rosemary, thyme, um, stinging nettle, um, I'm trying to think of the ones that's the most basil. I'm trying to think of the ones that's the most medicinal because I do a lot of herbs, but they all one is like one could be more medicinal than the other. So I didn't say like cilantro. I do love cilantro, but I don't. It's not. I do part now. I do make parsley tea as well. Parsley tea absolutely has benefits as well. A lot of our everyday kitchen herbs. So for all the
Okay.
new growers trying to decide if they want to do herbs, all the kitchen herbs, you don't realize it when you in there, and those may not be. I don't know because they've added everything is so synthetic these days. So you're probably not getting that benefit when you just buy those herbs in the store because they've done so much to those things. But coming straight out of your garden, you absolutely can do cilantro tea. You could do parsley tea. You could all celery, and celery is absolutely fabulous.
Okay.
So
Hey,
it has a
Bob
lot of benefits.
Brownlee,
Hey,
welcome
Bob
in.
Crowley, welcome in.
So Salon Diva was talking about the Wandering Jew. It's purple.
Oh no, mine is green. It was
Re-
green.
really? Okay.
So maybe it wasn't the Wandering Jew. I don't know. I would know the name if I heard it, but I can't think of it. But I know
Okay.
it grows, it's wild. It grows everywhere. And it's beautiful green, shiny leaves.
Okay. So you did 5.
Did I do all five of them?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite resource for learning?
The books, my medical books.
Okay. Pathos. Potholes.
Wasn't that?
Okay.
Never heard of that.
She said potholes, aka Ivory. Was it
Nope.
Ivory?
Nope.
I just found a herb similar to cilantro, but don't give the soapy taste for some of us.
You know what? You are the third person I've heard that in the past 3 to 4 days that says that it has a soapy taste. I've never noticed that.
Cilantro,
Cilantro, yeah.
I've never had taste of soapy taste when I do it.
There was some lives last week and people was talking about it had a soapy taste. I
So,
don't recall that.
so your favorite resource for learning would be books.
Yeah, medical. Yeah, herbal books.
Okay. But is that with anything you want to learn? Would that be books considered in general?
Yeah,
Or would you just go, if would you do the internet as well?
I do some internet, and the reason I do is because I do a comparison, and all of them don't give you the same info. I mean, they give you the same information, which is that's another thing I used to tell people in my lives. Don't just research one place. Don't just get one book and say, oh, this is going to help with this, this, and this. Because as you add more and more books on it, if you Google it, if however you research it, one of those avenues is going to give you 2 or 3 more things that the other ones never even spoke about. This is something that I told them that I do when I first started off researching my herbs. What I would do is I would write the herb down. See? I would write the name of the herb down and I would write everything that herb does. And so when I'm trying to, so say somebody said, well, I have a skin rash, I would go through all my little things and skin rash. Then if the next one said skin rash, I would take that herb. Then if the next one said skin rash, I would take that herb. And then I would find out if they could have these, did they have any problems, were they on medication? And I would make them something with those particular herbs. But this is how I do mine. I write the name of the herb and then I write everything that herb. So if you wanted to make something, if you had someone in your house that had headaches and you really did not want to use medication, you would you if you've already made your list, you go through each list and say, okay, this and see what has headache in it. And then you could use one or all of them. You and then I mainly like to make an oil. The only
Okay.
thing I do, now see, a lot of these are essential oils as well. I don't do any oral essential oils. A lot of people do oral essential oils. I do not. I only
Okay.
use essential oils topically.
Okay. Okay. So, Perfection Bacon asked the question: do y'all use flaxseed gel for hair and skin?
Nope, I only use it orally.
Just the flax seeds?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can get the ground powder, you can get the whole seeds, or you can get the ground seeds. I put them in a lot of products just to get the nutrition from it.
Okay. Does your blemish bar have the coffee grinds textures on it like an exfoliate soap?
Yes, it does. When you see those little specks in it, that's what you're looking at. You're looking at soap. I mean, you're looking at coffee.
Okay. So, in what ways have herbalism changed your life, big and small?
Well, it changed my life to the fact that I feel better
Okay.
when I, use certain things. Like I said, what were we accustomed to? What did we grow up on? Every time we got a sore throat, every time we had an issue, what did we run to? We run to those things that was in the medicine cabinet. And so the fact that I can do some research and the research tells me that this is good for this, I make sure I can take these, and then I start taking it and feel better. And that's the same with that castor oil. I mean, that castor oil, I could not believe. And a lot of that, like I said, I went out on a whim and just made a big joke out of that castor oil. I was like, ooh, I wonder if it'll work for just like I did with the herbs. I was like, ooh, I wonder if it'll work for this. Ooh, I wonder if it'll work for this. Tried it and it worked. That's why I came on here and told you all about the castor oil. It got rid of my headaches. It got rid of my ETD I had going from the ear. It was a pain cross here. It got rid of my swollen leg. I never would have expected that from castor oil. Castor
And I
oil.
gotta get me some.
Well,
I gotta get it.
that's what's on my face right now. I use it on my face. I use it everywhere. I'm telling
Do
you.
you have your bottle near you?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay, can you? I'm gonna put you big so you can show everybody.
Don't pay attention to the writing. This was an empty bottle. And another thing, do not ever throw the excuse me. Do not ever throw these bottles away. If you are one of those that ordered this the last time I told you all, this is a dark amber bottle. When you start making your herbs and your concoctions, this is what you need. And these bottles are not cheap. Anytime you buy essential oils, you put those things in some bleachy, soapy water, let them soak, wash them out, and use them for your tinctures or your oils or whatever. Do not throw these bottles away because they are expensive. And this is what you need because it keeps the sun out. Okay?
Okay.
So this is the name of it. It's Heritage. It's from the Heritage store. It's called Organic Castor Oil. And you want to make sure it says 100% cold pressed. And it has to say hexane free. So those
Okay.
are the things you look for. You look for organic. You look for hexane free. You make sure it's in a glass bottle. And you make sure it's 100% pressed. And
Okay.
I told everybody about this, and I was amazed. So you learn, you use, and I'm telling you, I was talking on the phone with somebody, and I was just joking because I was sitting up there and I looked down. And I said, you know what? I wonder if this will get rid of this swollen leg. They've never been able to get rid of this swollen leg, and so I started putting it on there every night and I could not believe it. So I just made it a big old joke. Every time I had an issue wrong with my body, I would use it and it helped. I was recommending this to other people, but I really wasn't using it like that for myself. I
Okay.
had somebody that thought they had a lump, thought they had something wrong with their breast, and I said, "Well, that sounds like a hematoma." And I said, but go check it out anyway. And of course, the doctor said, yes, that's a hematoma. By the time she got to the doctor, she's like, well, I can barely feel it. And so the doctor set her up to get some ultrasounds. And she said, well, it was much bigger than this, but it's going down. She said, well, okay, well, if it's gone by the time your date of your ultrasound, then you don't need to go get it. And so she kept using it, and her doctor just happened to call her for a different reason one day. And she said, hey, that lump is gone. She said, completely. She said, completely. And so I said, wait a minute, girl, you telling everybody else to use this stuff, and here you just using it on your skin like a regular lotion. And so then I started using them medicinally, you know. I put it on my eyes every night. You know, I got bad eyes. Girl, I'm telling you, I use this stuff from the Rudy to the Tootie.
So Tiggs said, who bought all the moringa soaps?
I can't tell you, but yeah, they not it. Oh, I think they in the chat.
Lady Dagger says that I even say the brown glass kombucha bottles.
Baby, yeah, save
Sylvia said she use it. She said she used that castor oil every night.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Put those 3 drops in your navel.
Do you take it orally?
Absolutely not.
Okay. But back in the day, my grandparents gave us castor oil.
They also gave us turpentine.
They gave us castor oil and cod liver oil.
Baby, they gave us stuff that now when we look at the bottle, it got the big old cross on it saying, do not take toxic, but they gave it to us.
So the castor oil you got is not to be ingested.
I don't think any of them are, but like I said, I don't think they were back then. We weren't supposed to ingest that thing. You could have I had a sore throat. I literally rubbed it on my throat and got rid of a sore throat. I'm telling you, once it started working for these different things, I'm telling you, I made a joke out of it, just saying, ooh, well, let me try for this. Well, let me try. And it helped each thing that I tried. So, boom.
Okay. Black's Tropical. Sherry, I saw one of her clips that she did, and she said that she puts the drops in her neighbor every night. Do you do that?
I absolutely do.
Can you explain why would you do it, or what benefits does that help with?
Because it helps things internally.
Okay.
Because your neighbor, okay, when you have a baby, what is connected to your navel? So you know that the nutrition was going through the navel to the baby. That navel actually absorbs. Matter of fact, anywhere you put it is going to absorb it, but you know your navel is way tender than your big, large body of skin. But yes, you do 3 drops every night. I'm not telling you all to do it. You asked me a question. Yes, I do it. Because if anything is going on with me internally, I want it fixed. I don't even have to know what's going on. As I put it in there, the Lord know where to send it and fix it. Okay?
Okay. So Sylvia said orally castor oil will clean you out where you will be squeaky clean.
Well, I'm gonna be squeaky clean putting it in my navel.
So Sylvia was asking, Salon Diva was asking Sylvia a question. So did you finish? It was a 2-part. In what ways have herbalism changed your life, big and small?
I can't think of any small. The only thing that I would think that's small is whatever I haven't learned yet that I'm missing out on.
Okay. So do you make fire cider?
I absolutely do make fire cider.
Okay. And is that something you take daily?
No,
or just when you need it?
I'm not. Okay, I know some people take it during the whole flu season.
Okay.
Now, I will take it during the flu season if I have to go out. But like I said, I don't really go out a lot. My family does a lot of shopping for me because they know I don't want to be out there. And I was so blessed doing C19. I had a coworker, her or her husband. They came back here. They brought me all my cleaning equipment. They brought me all my TP, paper towels, whatever I need. My family did my grocery shopping for me, or I ordered it. So I really do not like to go out a lot, but if I do go out during the cold and flu season, I will take the fire cider. But
Okay.
generally, other than that, I'll only take it when it's during the winter.
Okay. So Salon Diva said, I made five cider for the first time this year. Have you tried it yet, Salon Diva? I have a new batch of five cider on my shelf. Take it every other day in the winter. Now it's if we get sinus issues or cold. Okay. Um, so what was your most profound journey with a plant?
With a plant,
Or you can be a herb
my
or a vegetable.
profound journey.
Yes.
Well, let's talk about this berberine.
All I know, and I still ain't took mine yet. I
That
forgot how
was
to do it.
that was my profound journey to run across something which I never ever would have went that deep because like I said, you're not used to a doctor recommending you an herb.
Okay.
So even though I had it in my home, it was not for me because I bought it because like I said, they're running out of medications. And so I have bought it for my family members who are diabetics because I said,
Okay.
okay, so if they cannot get their insulin, I'm going to start stocking this up so they will have something to take. So I had it in my home, but nobody was taking it because I knew the benefits of it, but I did not know, like I said, you don't want to just read one book. You don't just want to read two books. You don't want to just look on the internet. You want to look at all of them things because you're going to learn what this book, every book is not going to tell you everything that's used for. So as you go through each one of those things, like I said, you get your paper, you list everything that this is good for. So when you having issues with your body, you go look at your paperwork and you know exactly what you want to use to make your tea or to make your tincture or to make your, topical rub on oil or whatever. But yeah,
Okay.
I would not had he not recommended I take berberine. I went on Etsy to try to, well, I went everywhere, but Etsy usually just generally pop up when you just put in the search. I put in the search berberine seeds. And nobody in there would pop up with seeds, but they kept popping up with the bundle. So what did that make me do? That made me research the bundle. It made me read the reviews to see, and nobody was saying anything. I'm like, everybody just saying good customer service. Shipment came on time. Well, nobody telling me nothing. So I literally had to research this berberine, and now I take it. My GI is so much better. I'm telling you all, I was sick December, January, February, March. That's when you all was barely seeing me. I wasn't doing any lives. I did not even have the oxygen to talk like I'm doing right now. I did not have the oxygen. I used to get up and unlock my door because I was so sick. I knew my family they all lost their keys. So I said, I'm so sick because they always calling, I'm the baby. I'm old, but I'm the baby. And so everybody calls to check on me. And I said, if they don't reach me, they're going to come. And so I would unlock my door knowing how dangerous it was because I'm like, if they come, they won't be able to get in because I really thought that my family would come here and find me gone. That's how sick I was. And I knew it was my GI. I went to doctor after doctor after doctor. They could not find nothing. They was doing test after test. And I kept telling them, it's my GI, And so I finally got in to see the GI, and this is what he recommended. So I went to the berberine bundle, which I've showed a lot of you all. I've even sent a lot of you all some of this, but this has made my life change. And this is, like I said, is also a bitter. It has turmeric in it. as well. So when I make the cedar yellow, that is turmeric. And
My
so,
Renaissance, you say you got it from Estes.
yes, I did.
When you get a chance, can you send me the link to?
Um, yeah, I can. I might. I just got an order in the mail today.
Yeah, because I need that. Because I most definitely need to um heal my GI.
It's good for diabetes. It's good for blood pressure. I mean, it's good for so many things. And like the first day I was talking about this, Mike was in the chat. Mike said he literally stopped taking his blood pressure medication, and this is all he takes. But I think he takes the pill. But I'm telling you all, I was so sick. And I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith in God, and you always going to believe that you're going to get better. But I'm telling you, I was so sick, baby, I was ready to go. I was ready to go because I was miserable. I just, it was so much pain. My belly was messed up. I was just a hot mess, and I knew what it was. And so now I take this berberine and my stomach is A-OK. Praise the Lord.
All praise, all praise.
So yes, this is my newfound friend.
Okay, so I have one more question, and that will conclude us. Funniest and most memorable. Okay, funniest and most memorable herb moment of experience. These are some of the best teaching moments.
You said the funniest and the what?
Most memorable herb moment of experience. Something that you went through to experience whatever herb it was, but either was funny and it was. I'm guessing maybe they trying to ask when you're growing or reaching these herbs and you got a funny story to tell behind whatever herb that you decide to grow. And
Um,
it was a learning experience. It was a teaching experience for you, a learning experience.
I think the only learning experience I have, I would say, is the mullein, because the mullein, I had heard about it, but people was using it for other things, and that's what I said, that research is so important, because these herbs don't just help one thing. And so I never knew that they were for the lungs and the things that I was having issues with. So that was very memorable for me to know that I knew of this, but did not know it would help me. I knew other people use it for other reasons, but when I found out, oh, this is going to benefit me, and so this will be the first winter coming up because of the Greek mountain tea that I turned everybody on to. And so to mix them two together, that is going to be a powerhouse. And so both of them would definitely be in my fire cider this winter.
Okay. Well, that concludes my questions for my Renaissance grandmother. Do anybody else have any questions for this beautiful lady on the panel? Because she just glowing. Every time you see her, she glowing.
And don't hurt the heart, but she put the correct spelling in there. You have it spelled wrong. It's Ber. Ber. There it is. There it is right there. So anybody that needs that spelling for berberine, it's on the thing. Our store is out of sticks. And yeah, it could be called yellow root as well. But I did find another store in South Carolina who sell the bundles. Yeah, I've been finding it's easy. Well, and I'm telling you, every time you order them, you see
It,
it.
hold on. My Renaissance. Wait a minute. Tigsy, is it called Dirty Belly Findings? Is that the place that's in South Carolina? If so, my Renaissance, want to screenshot that?
Well, mine come out of Georgia.
But you might want to check to see if they got the seeds.
I will like to find the seeds. And if anybody find them before me, Please share. Thank you, 755. I appreciate that.
G Hud, thank you for dropping my Renaissance links.
Okay, G, how long have I not eaten meat? I have not eaten beef or pork since about 1998. And then when I went plant-based, it was 7 years ago. And I was only eating like anything that had some wings, I ate it. Like duck, well, not all of them. I
Okay,
ate duck
Jesus.
and chicken. And then I was doing seafood. So beef and pork, 1998, and plant-based started of eating none of that or either the like eggs or anything, not the byproducts as well. It's been 7 or 8 years. So I appreciate all of you all coming out to hear me.
Okay. This is priceless info. I learned so much tonight. Thank y'all.
Oh,
Thank you,
thank you so
Devorah.
much.
Appreciate you. Teasy said the seeds are goldenrod seeds per my research.
God goldenrod is, I think, well,
I
I
got
don't know.
goldenrod seeds from
Yeah,
Southern Seeds.
but goldenrod doesn't even grow the same way. And if you there's okay, so read okay, because you all this. Let me give you this last bit of information. This grows near the creek. Okay, even I'm
The
sure that's where he
berberine.
got that from. I'm sure this man probably did not. He probably grows this. It comes up by itself, and it grows around the creek. Now you want to make sure you're not getting something where somebody is spraying or there's some pesticides. But that's why you have to clean it. I remove this bark before I make my tea because it is dirty. Okay, I wash it first with a wet, towel. Then I remove the bark and then I just use the sticks to make my tea. But it is found around the creeks, but only in certain states. So you need to Google what states have berberine or maybe yellow root because they use that term more often. Yellow root, and they will tell you what states you can find this. And it could be
Okay.
on your own property. If you have some land and you have a creek, you may have berberine. So that's all I wanted to share.
Okay. So don't hurt the heart. Said thank you, my Renaissance grandma, for all the great information and your time. How many hours of sleep did you get? Do you get a night?
Uh, I don't get much. I did last night for some reason. I don't know what was wrong last night, baby. But Tampa said you didn't come up here last night, baby. This old bird was knocked out. But I do not. I probably don't even get 6 hours of sleep, which is really not good for the disease that I have. I'm supposed to get 8+ hours, and it's supposed to make you sick. But like I said, the Lord is working on me all over me, honey, because I know I do a lot of things that I'm not supposed to do, which supposed to make me sicker. I'm not supposed to be doing stress or none of that because all that makes me sicker. But by the grace of God, I am doing okay and changing my diet. Like a lot of people think that you want to just go plant-based because you don't want to eat all of these animals. Well, I'm good. I feel good about that now because there's so many recalls and stuff that's going on with these animals. But that was not my reason. It made my body feel well. So why wouldn't I make that choice to not go back to meat if I started feeling better without it?
Okay.
Yeah, golden seal is also one of the words.
Yellow root is native to South Carolina and
And
Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah, the one that I purchased comes out of Georgia.
Zeta Rose said, thank you for the valuable information. You never disappoint.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Salon Diva says, thank you. Awesome
Thank you
tips,
all.
my Renaissance grandma. Thanks for sharing. Stay happy and stay healthy, y'all. So I
Yeah.
ordered some seeds from Southern Seed, Southern Seed Company. Can y'all
Uh-huh.
see that? And it was some goldenrod seeds, which is the goldenrod showy. And that's these right here.
Oh, okay. That's very
And they look like this.
that has a lot of health benefits as well, but I've never had them. Yes, Laura, that's it. That's what you have is that exactly the word. Xanderizer is also one of the words you will find when you are looking for it. Yes,
Let
they are
me,
the same.
sorry, NC Wetlands. Oh, why am I still big? Okay. I like their C's. Yeah, teasy. Sorry, NC Wetlands. Is that the name of the seeds, Teasy? The seed company?
She said North Carolina wetlands.
Okay, is that the name of the company that they sell seeds at?
You're welcome
Teasy
to
said,
it. Thank you for coming.
please check your email.
Oh, me. Oh, okay.
Yep. Teasy said it. God, Jihad said it's not golden rod, but golden seal. It's a root.
Yes, golden seal. Now that is the same thing, not the rod.
Okay.
And for
So
you all who don't know, I will be going live. You know I don't go live much, but I will be going live this Saturday night. There is so much doom and gloom going on in the world, and I figured we were just gonna come on and have a good time, some laughter, some fun, some games. Just gonna have a good time. So you all come check me out, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Saturday, the 29th. Thank you all for coming. Love y'all. Bye bye.
bye. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up.